All right, my last video was about the man we talked to today that said he's going to be partying in hell like it's 1999. Making this video after that. It's pretty interesting. Now that I know that hell is not a party, it's kind of humorous in my mind. It's kind of humorous. God knows I don't really want to save people. I kind of do. Kind of. My full heart is not into saving people like God wants to save you. Not like that. So I'm like, go ahead, die today, go party now. See how it goes. You know what I'm saying? See how it goes when you're surprised. Like, oh man, there's no party. No, there's no party. No. Whoever said hell was a party? Who did? Who said that besides Satan in the world? Only Satan in the world said hell is a party. That's it. It's not true. Father of lies. You gotta listen to the one who's telling you it's a party. The one who's telling you it's a party is the father of lies. It's not a party. Not even close. So, anyways, not about that. This is about the kind of the other swing. The self-righteous ones. That's what I'll say. The self-righteous ones. Not the ones that be like, I'm just gonna go to hell and have a great time. Not those. But the self-righteous ones. The Mormons. The self-righteous ones. That's about this one. I'm a Mormon man. I'm in good standing. I did all my positions in the religion. I worked my way to the highest kingdom in my mind. I worked my way to the highest celestial kingdom with my works because I say so, not God. I say so. You know what I'm saying? That's another scale that we ran into today. The Mormon man that thought he was, because he's a good man in the church, good standing in the church, fulfilled all the callings in the church. When he dies, he hopes, because of that, because of his own will, his own works, his own self, that's what I'll say, his own self, that God should put him to the celestial kingdom because of his own works. See how arrogant that is? Yeah. So, I'm like to his face, I'm like, you're no God. You're no God in the making. No offense, guy. No offense, if you think you're going to be a god in the celestial kingdom or whatever you guys think, you got another thing coming. After you die, you're going to be confused and be like, why am I not becoming a god after you die? Me and my friend Andrew talked about this. After the Mormons die, they're going to be confused. They will be. They're like, why am I not becoming a god? Why am I not going to the celestial kingdom? God's like, because it wasn't true. God's like, it wasn't true. Remember that man that went to your door and said it wasn't true? Remember him? He was trying to tell you it's not true. That man was me today. So, I burst a lot of bubbles. I break a lot of hearts on this walk. I did. I'm like, oh man. That's why I'm afraid to talk, you know what I mean? Like, some of the Mormons are pretty innocent. They are. I'm like, I don't want to bust that bubble. I don't want to bust that bubble. I don't. God knows. Some of the people that answer the door, I'm like, they're sweet as can be, but they're in a false church, but they're sweet as can be. I'm like, I'm not gonna break their heart. You do it, Andrew. So he's breaking the hard news. Andrew's breaking the hard news. They're in a false church. He's trying to. It's not easy. He's been serving the Lord longer than me. He knows how to do it better than me. How to break the news that they're in a false church. Yeah, that's what I thought about. Sweet as can be. Some of them. Some of the Mormons I don't care about. They can burn. But some of them are sweet as can be. And I'm just like, oh. Yeah, sweet as can be. I'm like, how do I break it to them softly that their religion's a lie? It's muddied with falsities. You know what I mean? It is. And God knows it. That's why a lot of them. We have a man that goes to the Baptist church. He's still confused. He is, because he got saved when he was 14. He's been walking with the Lord, but he got converted to Mormonism. So his mind is messed up with Mormon things. His mind is messed, and I know how that goes. His mind is messed up with Mormon things. He can't tell the difference. But he serves the Lord. He does. But his mind thinks he believes the Mormon stuff because his mind was indoctrinated. He had nowhere to go after he got saved. So he went to the Mormon church. I'm serious. It's an interesting story. My friend John the Baptist. That's what I'm talking about. John the Baptist. You know John the Baptist I talk about. He serves the Lord, but he still considers himself a Mormon. But he goes to the Baptist church. And he's like, I don't understand. It's a different feel in the Baptist church. I don't know why. And I'm like, I know exactly what you mean, because it's not a false building. The truth is actually taught here, John. Hello. They're teaching you straight from the Holy Bible. They're not teaching you the Book of Mormon or Doctrine and Covenants. That's why it's a different feel here, John. There's a difference. He's like, I don't get it. It's a totally different feel. It's a better feel here, separate from the Mormon church. I'm like, there's a reason for that, John. The Mormon church isn't true. I'm like, hello. We're working on John the Baptist still. Isn't that crazy? He brought me to Jesus himself. John the Baptist brought me to Jesus, but he's still confused with the Mormon teachings. He's still confused. It's not funny. We're working with them. We're like, we're teaching them like how it conflicts with the Bible slowly, as is going on with me as well. I'm still like deciphering the lies from the truth. Still, it's a process. Only God knows all the truth. That's what me and Andrew talked about. Only God knows all the truth. And a human can only get the truth bit at a time. So when you're ready for a certain truth, God will reveal it. Like recently, God showed me hell, the reality of hell. He'll reveal hell. So I've gotten that truth. So, and then the lake of fire after hell. It's not a one-stop shop at hell. Hades or hell is just a holding place until Judgment Day. Yep. Once Judgment Day, like in Revelations, once Judgment Day happens, you will get sent to the lake of fire. Hades or hell is just a holding place. Yep. The lake of fire is after that. It's worse. That's another truth God showed me. Hell and the lake of fire are different places. I'm not kidding. That's what happens when you reject the Son of God, the gift of God to your face. That's what happens when you reject the Son of God. You disrespect God. You do. He's serious. He will send you to eternal punishment for rejecting the Son of God, his precious boy. I'm not kidding. His precious son. I'm not kidding. It insults God to reject Jesus. It does. It insults him. It does. He gave you this free gift to come back to him. This free gift to humanity. And people just spit on it. They just spit on it. You're going to pay. You're going to pay for spitting on Jesus. You will. You will. Yep. You'll pay. That's what hell's for. That's what hell for. It wasn't originally hell for. Hell wasn't originally for people that rejected Jesus. It wasn't originally for them. It was for Satan and his angels. But now it's for people that spit on Jesus, disrespecting God. Yep. Yep. And you won't be partying. You won't be partying for spitting on God. You won't. There's no party for you. No. No. I'm like that guy in the book of Luke is still in hell because time doesn't exist in hell. He's still in hell right now. I swear he is. Because Judgment Day hasn't happened. He's still in hell right now. Think about that. A guy from way back in the day in the book of Luke is still in hell right now. That's heavy. That's heavy. He's still thirsty, you know what I mean? He is. He's like Lazarus, give me water, please. Give me water, please, please. Yeah. He's been in hell for 2,000 years. Yeah. Time doesn't exist in hell. It's eternity. He doesn't even know how long he's been in hell. He doesn't even know how long he's been there. I'm like, rich man, you've been in hell for 2,000 years. Do you know that? He's like, I don't know. I lost the sense of time a long time ago. I don't know. Has it been 2,000 years since I disrespected Lazarus? Yep, it has been. So, but yeah, that was interesting. You come across all sorts of people, different beliefs. Yeah. And your beliefs can get pretty crazy because they're your own beliefs in your mind. Your own beliefs can get pretty crazy. They can. I know that as well. Just because they're your own beliefs in your mind doesn't mean it's true. No. That's why God's correcting me as well. Not just the world is God correcting. He's correcting me, yours truly, as well. As we speak. So, because I was taught lies just like you. I was taught lies like everybody else. Like the man that thinks he's going to be partying in hell after he dies. And like the man that thinks he's going to the celestial kingdom after he dies. Two ends of the spectrum. Self-righteous galore off his own works. And then straight to hell and partying. Defilement. We don't care. On the other end of the spectrum. So, it's interesting. So anyways. But that was interesting because I learned a lot too from this experience. He's like, so you think based off your good standing and good efforts and good works in the Mormon church, you will get to heaven, the highest heaven, because of what you did, your own effort, your own will. He's like, yeah. He's like, God, off my own effort, I deserve to go to the celestial kingdom. Off my own effort. And he's like, so what Jesus did in the Bible, well, what was that about? What was that about? Did God make a mistake? To send Jesus for your sins? Was that a mistake? God makes no mistakes. It's interesting. Because it even puts me in my place. I'm like, you should go to hell, God. You should go to hell. I should go to the highest kingdom. Puts me in my place, dude. I'm learning my place. I'm learning my place. Slowly. My place for God. For God's glory. But anyways, that's all I want to say for this video. It's an interesting day. Different viewpoints. Different viewpoints, you know what I mean? Because God knows I'm only doing this. You know, I'm not a big fan of people. No. I only want to save a few people so we can hang out in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Just a small few. Everybody else, I don't care. You can burn. Only God cares if you don't burn. Only God does. I don't. I'm not God. That's. I may make a different video about this. God cares way more about you, saving you from hellfire, than I do. Than I do. I'm like, to that guy's face, I'm like, all right, you're gonna party in hell, commit suicide today. What's the holdup? Party on. Party on. What's the holdup? There's a big party in hell waiting for you. There's a big party in hell waiting for you. I know how to commit suicide. I can show you. I know it's horrible. There's a big party in hell waiting for you. What's the hold up? What are you waiting for? There's a big strip club in hell waiting for you. What are we waiting for? You know what I mean? So, then to the Mormon man, what are we waiting for? You know, you too. Let's get on with this death. I'm just kidding. That's horrible. That's horrible. See if you become a god after you die. See if you become a god. Two ends of the spectrum. Let's test it tonight. That's horrible. It is Halloween, though. It's Halloween month, so it's horrible thinking month. It's horrible thinking month for Halloween. It's horrible thinking month. Anyways, that's all I'll say for this video. I'll talk to you later.